Flame. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Flames' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, they'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Looking downfield, it's Hill. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So FIU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the right. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the run, it's Law. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, Give on the inside. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty.
love the bounce back for this offense. He lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's McNeil. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
First down here for the offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick. A bit of time to get to that first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Dropping back, it's Wells. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Nifty little dance step. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Got enough space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Finds his man down the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Flames send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
With the catch, it's McNeil. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. FIU set up with another 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch. He had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Wells. Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The give to the back.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard in this one.
9th play of the drive coming up, and this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They want to throw it. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. He's got it down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Flames. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score 21. Florida International. 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To throw, it's Wells. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. He's looking to throw it, getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Got him, and nobody's close. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Heaves it on the run. Makes the grab at the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's caught. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air. It's Wells. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day so far there today in Lynchburg. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They go to the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. To the air, it's Wells. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Panthers will hustle to the line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback gets past the marker. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's McNeil. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Wells. He wants it all. Touchdown, FIU. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll try it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Flames are on the move. Quick pass on the fly motion. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking for a man. It's Green. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Flames will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's McNeil. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. FIU will line up to punt. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter up there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Going for it all. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Hill. Unleashes one. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. Lining up for the PAT. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out.
Lost one deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. To the air on first down. Fires left. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Panthers! They move on top here in the fourth. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The RPO, it's complete.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Oh, look out, the ball's free. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. All of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Offense set on first down. Using his legs, it's Law. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. The jet sweep pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff to the single running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Back to throw, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. And the Flames are marching down the field. Fires to the tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. The give on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a touchdown Flames. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Looking downfield, it's Wells. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Dances away. At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Florida International. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Number 7.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing.
Going for it all. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and